On World News Tonight, an extraordinary pilgrimage to see the Pope. 1 million people have come so far. Refuse.
From ABC News World Headquarters in New York, this is World News Tonight with Peter Jennings. Reporting tonight, Elizabeth Vargas.
Good evening. Peter Jennings will be here at the end of the broadcast with a note about his health. We're still trying to figure out how insurgents carried out such a large attack. Hill Attorney General Alberto Gonzales urged Congress to renew the major provisions of the Patriot Act. That is the law expanding the government's power to conduct searches and surveillance of suspected terrorists. Mr. Gonzales said he was open to changing an especially controversial section known as the library provision because it could be used to secretly search for library records. The Federal Reserve Chairman Alan driving prices higher are greater now than at any time in a generation, but he expressed hope the high price.
Baby girl, and it saved his life. Now, that baby is a 26-year-old woman pregnant with a baby of her own. Tomorrow, the inspiring and remarkable story up close, only on World News Tonight.
We have an ABC News investigation tonight about the extent to which politicians. The great author Saul Bellow has died today. Often self-doubting, funny, and neurotic observers of the modern American way of life. Saul Bellow was 89. When we come back, we go back to Rome and the tailor who will suit up the new pope.
Think again.
Is there something you feel you need to say right now?
And don't miss the moving message from her father she never expected. Jane Fonda, Diane Sawyer. Start your day good to go only on Good Morning America tomorrow.
Back to
Rome.
And now to Peter Jennings. Anybody who knows him will tell you he is not only an extraordinary journalist, but incredibly tough.
Finally this evening, a brief note about change. Some of you have noticed in the last several days that I was not covering the Pope. While my colleagues at ABC did a superb job, I did think a few times I was missing out. However, as some of you now know, I have learned in the last couple of days that I have lung cancer. Yes, I was a smoker until about 20 years ago. And I was weak, and I smoked over 9/11. But whatever the reason, the news does slow you down a bit. I've been reminding my colleagues today, who have all been incredibly supportive, that almost 10 million Americans are already living with cancer, and I have a lot to learn from them. And living is the key word. The National Cancer Institute says that we are survivors from the moment of diagnosis. I will continue to the broadcast. On good days, my voice will not always be like this. Certainly it's been a long time, and I hope it goes without saying that a journalist who doesn't value deeply the audience's loyalty should be in another line of work. To be perfectly honest, I'm a little surprised at the kindness today from so many people. That's not intended as false modesty, but even I was taken aback by how far and how fast news travels. Finally, I wonder if other men and women ask their doctors right away, "Okay, doc, when does the hair go?" At any rate, that's it for now in World News Tonight. Have a good evening. I'm Peter Jennings. Thanks and good night.
As the world mourns the passing of Pope John Paul II, stay with ABC News to follow all the breaking updates from the Vatican and around the globe. ABC News, television, radio, internet, wireless and broadband. This is ABC News.